You are listening to Rockstar Fitness Radio, taking your health and your fitness to the next level. All science, no BS. I'm your host, IFBB Pro Roxy Beckles. Welcome to Mindset Monday. Mindset Monday. One of my favorite days of the week, of course. And, today I want to get into a conversation with you about where you are specifically in your mindset. And, for me, it's so important to kind of change the conversation around fitness, to change the way that you approach your training and your nutrition and the things that you do in order to get the body of your dreams. And not only that, to keep it there for the long term. And I feel like that's one of the missing things that is in the fitness industry today. When we talk about how you get results, how you get to a goal, how do you get there, not only get there, but stay there. And a lot of the times what you're taught is to show up at the gym, to just go ahead and train and to eat and to diet and to restrict and to cut this and that. But what's not being talked about are the things that have been holding you back all this time. The behaviors, the mind taffy, the stories that you tell yourself, the limiting beliefs that you have adopted as your way of doing things. And it's not until you start releasing those kinds of things that you're going to start to see your body change and evolve in the way that you want it to for the long term. So I want to kind of have a conversation about that very thing today. So here's the thing that's a really unfortunate thing, and we are all very much guilty of this. When you set out to change your body, right? You set out to go on a diet, to eat differently, to train differently in order to lose fat, or for some of you, gain muscle, but to just be in a different place than where you are today in this moment. And it's so easy to kind of look at yourself and judge yourself, to look at yourself and start loathing yourself, to look at yourself and pick out every single flaw that your eyes hit, and not look at the positives of what you like about you. And here's the thing, we all get stuck in that trap. We really do. I mean, I'll tell you what, I even found myself judging myself today, this very moment that I'm having this conversation. And that's why I really want to have this conversation with you, because I talked myself out of it, and I want to teach you how to acquire that skill as well. I found myself today while I was, in the squat rack, I was doing some back rows, and I had stood up and I looked at my body for a moment, and I'm like, my gosh, I'm wider than I think I've ever been, or I'm not where I saw myself, where I was maybe 10 years ago before I really started training and stuff like that, and finding myself longing to want to be at that point, despite the fact that I'm a completely differently evolved woman, a differently evolved body. I've been training so differently than I had at those points. I didn't have as much muscle. And so now that I'm not super ripped up and lean, it looks a little bit curvier. And I'm really not used to having that kind of a curvy body. So I found myself judging myself wow, I feel so big, I feel so this, and I don't like this, and I don't like that. And I had to stop myself whoa, really? Let's take a step back for a moment and take a look at what you're saying. And it was when I was able to do that, and to even more importantly, try to look for the things that I do appreciate about me and where I am in this moment, that's when the burden came off. That's when I was able to step out of that judginess and to step into, all right, what do you want to do to change this and do it positively? And that's what I want you to start to think about. That's what I want you to start to learn to put into action for yourself, so that way you stop running around in these circles, falling off and on the wagon again and again and again and again. So here's the thing I tell every single client that I work with. The most important thing that you must do, the thing that you must learn how to rewire your brain to do, is to look at yourself where you are in the present and appreciate it. Find something about you that you do like and accentuate that. Find something about you that, you don't see as a major flaw, and give praise and thanks to that. Acknowledge that. And you're going to embrace where you are in the present, even as you work diligently towards the future of what you're becoming. There's no need to stand in judgment of you. There's enough people in this world who are willing to point a finger at you, call you all kinds of names, say this, that, and the third about you. So why do it to yourself? One of the things you have to realize is that when you point a finger at someone and you say something, you've got 3 fingers pointing back at you. So now think about that. You're looking at yourself in the mirror, pointing at your reflection and speaking negatively while 3 fingers are still pointing back at you. So you're really just talking about yourself in a way that's like deep within the psyche. And in order for you to move forward, you got to learn how to release that. In order for you to move forward, you've got to learn how to embrace where you are. And so my advice to you on how to let go of this, write down those feelings. And I'm a big writer, so that's why I always say to write things down. Write those things down. When you hear yourself saying things that make no kind of damn sense, write it down. And then go to a mirror and read it back to yourself out loud. Read it back to yourself. And then you can ascertain whether or not that stuff is valid or if it's just a fabrication of your imagination and you being entirely too hard on yourself. Listen, in order for you to get to where you want to be, you've got to come from a place of positivity. There's no way you can make positive changes in your body, in your life, or any experience for you if you're constantly looking at the negative, if you're constantly looking at what you don't want. You've got to focus on the things that are positive and move towards the things that you do want. And when you start doing that, when you start rewiring your brain to do that exact thing, that's when it's all going to come together. So my advice for this week, I want you to find the things about you that you truly enjoy. Find the things about you that you no longer want to see as flaws. They are just a part of who you are. And from there, look at ways that you can make that better. For some of you, you may be looking down at your stomach like, oh, I don't like the way my stomach looks. It's all big and this, that, and the third. And oh my God, like, how can you tell me, Roxy, to like that? Well, look at something else on your body that you do appreciate. That area that you're trying to lose may not be that area right now that you exactly love. But what about other things on your body that you appreciate? How about things that don't have to do with the physical? Like, how strong are you? How's your endurance? Things like that, that means something, and appreciate it even while you're trying to work to get those flatter abs, or if your problem area, your thighs, or, the butt, whatever it is for you. I want you to stop judging you. And it's when you start doing that you'll start moving towards the body of your dreams. I hope that today's message was inspiring for you. Listen, I love to share my knowledge. I love to live by example. So for me, I thank you so much for being a part of this, message that I have, and just being a part of my Rockstar Fitness family in whatever capacity that you're in, whether you're a client or not, whether you're on my email list, you're on my social media and all that stuff. I just love connecting with you. If you're a woman out there and you're really looking to try to take your training to the next level, if you've been stuck for a while, you're in your head, things are not going the way that you need them to go to get to your results, I want to invite you to something. I have a free masterclass. It's called Your Best Body Yet. Your Best Body Yet. And in that masterclass, I'm addressing the number one thing that you need to do absolutely first before embarking on any training program, any diet, or anything like that, if long-term results mean something to you. I want to share that with you. I want to tell you exactly what it is that you need to tackle first and how to get over the hurdle of the plateaus, of the trying and failing, and to really get yourself on the path to where you want to be. And I do that all in this amazing masterclass, again, called Your Best Body Yet. And it's free. I want you to go ahead and come on and sign up. So here's the website: www.rockstarfitness.com. Remember, that's ROXSTAR fitness.com/yourbestbody. Again, that's Rockstar Fitness, ROXSTAR fitness.com/yourbestbody. get a spot right there in my masterclass, and I'm going to share with you my biggest number one thing that you have to do if long-term results means everything to you. And I'll tell you what, it's the same exact thing that I teach to every single one of my clients, and the reason why they have such a high level of success in what they're doing. So go ahead, check out that masterclass. It's absolutely for free. And for those of you who are out there who have been following me for a long while right now, and you've been listening to my podcast, watching my YouTube videos, on my email list, on my social media, in my free Facebook group, and you know that it's time for you to now step it up into to just take things to that next level, to change your body like never before, and you want to work with me, come on by. I work with women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, and I help them to rewrite their story, find their own voice, to feel comfortable in their own skin, and to gain their confidence once again, and to do it all through fitness, to do it all through establishing a lifestyle that's going to get you to where you want to be physically, mentally, and more. Come on by, set up a free call with me. Free discovery call. That's rockstarfitness.com, roxstarfitness.com/complimentary call. Get yourself on my schedule. Let's go ahead and simply talk. We're going to talk about what it is that you need right now, what you feel like is missing for you, what's been frustrating you, and get to the core of why you have not been seeing results. I'm not going to BS you. This is going to be like a full-on coaching session. And at the end of that session, if we decide that you are the right match to work with me, we'll go ahead and get the ball rolling in that way, because I want to make sure that every person I take on is the absolute best possible candidate, the best possible client, because I do not accept everyone into my program. So this will give us an opportunity to see if I can truly help you to get to where you need to be, where you must be, where you want to be. So again, that's rockstarfitness.com, ROXSTAR fitness.com/complimentary call. Once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. And I look forward to connecting with you on the next Mindset Monday podcast. Bye-bye.